5 secrets you didn't know about the cast of Pawn Stars. Pawn shops are a very unique and interesting place, as the store is usually filled with fascinating items from classic guitars, coin collections, and even ancient objects. But what makes these shops so intriguing is that you never quite know for sure who or what will be walking through those doors on a daily basis, as every day is always different. If you are not familiar with the workings of a pawn shop, it is basically a shop that offers loans to people that may have a very low credit score or are simply in need of quick cash. However, unlike the banks, pawn shops require the person to offer a physical item in return for a certain percentage of its value. Pawn shops will rarely ever lose out when dealing with this method, because if you aren't able to pay back the money owed plus interest, the shop will keep your item and sell it at a much higher price than what you initially received for it. Pawn shops don't just deal with loans, they also buy your items. However, don't expect to receive anywhere near its true value. Much like all reality TV shows, they are never truly as they seem, since producers and close sources to the program have confirmed that staging, scripting, and setups have all taken place during its current run. With over 14 seasons and 507 episodes, here are some of the juiciest secrets that the cast of Pawn Stars don't want exposed to the world. Number 5. Olivia Black was fired due to some raunchy photos. During Olivia Black's short stint on the show, she was definitely one of the fan favorites, especially among the male audience, so you can just imagine how confused and angry fans were when she mysteriously disappeared from the series without any explanation at all. As it turns out, the producers of Pawn Stars fired Black after a series of raunchy photos were posted to a popular adult website. Although Black was fired from the show, Rick gave her the opportunity to continue working at the store without being a part of the show. Ultimately, Black turned down Rick's offer and left the store. While Black didn't do anything wrong, it's important to remember that Pawn Stars is indeed a family show, and the History Channel has a very high standard when it comes to maintaining their image. Number 4. Chum-Li has cost the store thousands in damages. One thing that many fans don't know is that just before the first episode aired, Chum-Li cost the store $20,000 in damages when he accidentally broke a bass guitar that had just been pawned for $700. That's right, the bass was pawned, meaning that the owner intended to return to retrieve the item. To make matters worse, instead of reporting the issue or attempting to fix his mistake, Chum-Li simply put pieces back in the box and left it there, hoping that nobody would notice. Unsurprisingly, when the owner returned to collect his item, Rick had no other choice but to pay the owner the full value of the item. Despite the incident, Chum-Li didn't suffer any consequences. If only we all had a boss like Rick. Number 3. Item valuations are extremely inflated. If you've ever watched an episode of Pawn Stars, you will, much like us, be gobsmacked at the sheer valuation some of the rather odd items are valued at by the expert. Surprisingly, despite many producers wanting to keep their show's secrets under wraps, one producer for Pawn Stars revealed that they use up to 10 professionals to appraise the item to help determine its valuation. What makes this so shocking is the simple fact that the producers always choose the one expert that has appraised the item at the highest price, because the higher the item value, the more drama that is brought to the show. Don't get me wrong though, despite the items often being heavily inflated, there's nothing quite like the suspense of waiting to hear just how much someone's unique item may be worth. However, if you're looking for a more realistic buying and selling show, it might be time to brave the boring PBS version, Antiques Roadshow. Number 2. Everything on the show is staged. You would be forgiven if you thought that you could walk right into the gold and silver pawn shop and instantly be on camera as you attempt to pawn or sell your unique items. However, surprise surprise, yet another quote-unquote reality TV show has been outed as completely staged, despite the television show portraying otherwise. While there may very well be the odd case that someone does randomly come in with a unique or ancient item, it definitely isn't as often as the show portrays. If someone does come in with an interesting item, the producers will request that the customer returns to the shop at a later date during one of the filming periods. Sources even state that in some cases, people have been brought into the show purely to recreate the entire process, ultimately portraying a fake scene. Number 1. Chum-Li has been arrested and remains on probation. On March 9, 2016, Austin Lee Russell, better known as Chum-Li on Pawn Stars, was arrested after Las Vegas police officers served a warrant in relation to a sexual assault case. While searching the star's home, officers found a dozen weapons, ranging from registered handguns to a shotgun and even an unregistered assault-style rifles. Along with the weapons, officers found a gallon bag of marijuana, Xanax, and some methamphetamine. Luckily though, Chum-Li avoided jail time as his lawyers were able to negotiate down to just 2 charges: felony possession of a firearm and felony possession of a controlled substance. Both of these charges will eventually become misdemeanors once he has completed his counseling and 3-year probation period. Although Chum-Li wasn't fired by the producers, you definitely won't be seeing him with any guns over the next few seasons. That's all we have for today. Which secret shocked you the most? Were you even shocked at all? Let us know in the comments below, and make sure to like and subscribe to stay up to date on all of our videos.